want me to start or you want this?
Roll
Yeah, I
them.
could do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. All right, great. So we'll open the meeting at 7:03. Anyone here for building permits? No? Okay. Did you guys want to just jump right into?
Administrative.
Yeah, we could do administrative. I guess we can do commentary. With great sadness, we announce the death of a former commissioner, Mr. Jeff Skelski, passed the other day. Jeff is the husband of member Wenda Luff, and obviously Wenda won't be active for some time now, but Jeff served the commission well for many, many years, and his spirit will be certainly missed here in the commission.
That's right.
Okay, next meeting. Go ahead, Amanda, it's next Tuesday.
Next meeting will be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. What is that? February 26th at 7 p.m. Do we have minutes from last week? No, so we'll
Minutes.
skip that.
No, I think we had a technical glitch last time on the
Yes.
minutes.
Okay. Bills to pay? I didn't see any. I went through everything.
Okay.
I was posing the question. Okay. Financial accounts. Got this stuff. Anyone else take a look?
February 1st. I don't see anything red, so that's a good sign. That's for Wenda. Must be a reimbursement.
Probably.
Looks like we've been taking advertising out of the hatch fund for some reason. Ed.
Why is that?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Here's our beginning amount. Here's our January expended.
Any advertisements comes from the applicant.
Well, that's
The
right.
applicant pays the advertisement.
Yeah, but why did we lose this amount of money year to date? And I think it's fiscal year to date, so we could be careful. But still, I don't understand. The hatch fund shouldn't be touched. Maybe if you look at that, actually, if you look at the breakout there, you can probably figure out what happened.
This month, it's an increase in the hatch fund. According to February versus January, it's an increase in the hatch fund, not a decrease. At least in the initial adjusted budget. 78,522. In January, it was 78,485.
Well, I thought the hatch fund is number 3,
Oh.
which is 42,691.
Same fund, same price. 42,140. You have an increase or decrease right there, yeah.
All right, anyway, we'll deal with it. Let's just move it on here. Letter from treasurer,
Is that
Well-
something we've dealt with before?
yeah, we'll pass on that.
Okay.
Okay, I guess they want the gravel pits renewed, Amanda? Did we
The
sign
only one
those?
that I think was Andrix was the one that got done.
Yes, but I was not able to go to that, and I don't
And
know.
we went to sign it last time. We went to sign it last time, and I guess I don't know if the selectmen took the permits and signed them.
Well, let's just see if we have the paperwork.
I think I have them all here. But in terms of the ones we went to,
The only one that I'm aware of that was the Andrix, and it was Patty and
there's the
Linda.
others.
I think
And
they.
At the last meeting, they said it was pretty well,
Yeah, they said it was good. I
the
remember that.
operation looked pretty good, very clean. So, you guys want to approve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the application for Andrix Materials and Recycling, gravel permit, make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
What's today's date?
The 19th.
19.
Actually, there's two places where to sign it.
Outreach and Education Week. The MACC conference is next Saturday.
Oh, it's this coming Saturday?
No, next Saturday.
Oh, okay,
Not this one.
a week from Saturday, okay. Has Kathy registered us as of yet?
I'm not sure. I
If you-
signed up on my own.
Oh, you did?
And I was
Okay.
gonna submit.
Okay,
reimbursement.
okay,
I
okay.
forgot to print it out.
I'll check with
Can deal
Kathy
that
then.
later on.
Are you gonna go ahead?
I am not.
A bunch of stuff in Moses. You wanted to, I'll pass this to you guys. Dive in.
Where's the gravel permits?
Oh. Here. This folder.
There's two other applicants that need to be addressed for the gravel permits. Greg Orland and Mr. Narakis. So, you guys anticipate getting out there? Or, I know we have the issue with the solar field, so maybe have to kill two birds with one stone.
Well, that's what I was thinking. When we do our peer review site visit, we can walk that
Okay.
and do both.
Is that gonna go in the copy folder?
Yes, we have a copy folder.
Copy folder.
Don't lose this, get it back out. Okay, it's just,
Add it to next meeting stuff.
these are correspondence.
These ones I believe are ones we've done, except for maybe that. A lot of it was like, just the public hearing notices and stuff like that.
Want me to read through these?
No, not really.
Not necessarily.
I mean, this one's past date,
Okay.
January 2nd, so... 19. December 17th. This one, hearing date's January 8th, it's passed. Public hearing January 28th, this one is passed. This meeting is at, today at 6:30, so it's regarding public land application storage of sludge, well, Board of Health. I'm guessing it's a bylaw they're working on, so. Everybody wants to go?
Good.
Did you say that was today?
Today at 6:30,
Oh, so it's over.
yeah. Well, it still could be going on.
Yeah.
Good.
DCR, emergency action plan regarding the dam.
Oh, I have a dam folder.
You have the dam folder?
Yep. This is our first pond. That's dam
This has been
folder.
forwarded to the selectman's office, I'm guessing?
Okay. It needs to be, or it was?
We have, let's go over this later, it's the dam.
Yeah.
Another issue with the dam.
Solicitation.
Yeah, which is fine. Dam folder. Forest cutting plan,
Address?
80 Burnett Road, 23 acres. Mailing address is 87 Burnett, but I'm not sure if that's the address of the site.
Oh, that's Ford Bush's property, okay, I know where it is.
November 29th, 2018. Take a look at that.
Yeah, I just saw it.
You want to take a look at that, Amanda? Forest cutting plan? Burnett?
Right now, and then I received it.
Another forest cutting plan for 81 Taylor Street, Heather Rule.
Yep, I know that property.
Where did you say the address was?
It looks like it's 81 Taylor Street.
81 or 83?
81 is the address. The landowner lives at 83.
Okay.
Bacon and Wilson.
Yeah, I went,
That in.
Hochschild and I had a public meeting about that. That's the right of first refusal for the 61A.
About the dam. I'll throw it.
Thank you. Here's a letter from the selectmen dated December 17th regards to the gravel permits. They would like them by January 22nd, 2019, or the select board will sign off for approval, so.
Oh, okay.
But we'll still move ahead.
Yeah.
Put that with the gravel permits, please. Public hearing vegetation management letter from Department of Agricultural Resources. This must be in regards to the power lines.
Yeah.
It is. Municipalities pursuant to right-of-way management regulations, pesticides and controls.
Yep, Eversource letterhead on the letter.
And that was from a previous meeting when someone canceled at 8 o'clock. Should I stick that in the coffee holder or?
Good time.
Okay.
This must be one for Kat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Any other correspondence? Let's put the forest cutting plans back. We don't have a separate folder for this, do we? Folder for forest cutting?
No. I think
We should
they're
actually,
getting their own individual folders after.
it'd be nice to have a folder for that.
Yeah.
We do get a fair number every year.
Especially lately, we've been getting a lot of them.
That's for sure. That was correspondence. I'm sorry, that was notices and ZBAs.
Yes.
Site visits, none. News and announcements, nothing.
I suggest we go through the old business.
Sure.
We've got 12 minutes to do so, and then we can start our hearings at 7:30.
You want to start at the bottom or work from DCR down?
Well, do DCR Forge Pond.
We just had a bunch of correspondence.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, the selectmen getting this?
Yes,
They are?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I think Dave Leonard will be doing the emergency action plan pursuant to dam safety. In the event of a dam breach, we have to actually do a dam breach analysis.
Phase 2, or is that?
No,
that's
this
different?
is separate. This is separate. It's not a big line item, but it needs to be
Did
done.
they start cutting the trees?
I don't know. They appropriated the money a couple of weeks ago at town meeting, I know that.
Okay. Any other news?
Well, Children's First, we've heard nothing on Children's First. Phillips Circle, that's Bernier.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
did-
from Al Weiss.
Well,
Yeah, actually, you know, it's interesting, I go by there from time to time, and even during the wettest periods, it appears to me as though the saturated soil was just about at Weiss's line, so I think Weiss's line is reasonably accurate. So did you want him
yeah,
to?
I trusted his
Oh,
line.
yeah, oh, yeah.
We had talked about doing an enforcement order and just having him put in some sort of permanent marker.
That's right, agree,
to
I
just
agree.
Mark the boundary and then we'll
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
you know, don't touch beyond that.
Right,
And
right,
let it go
right.
back to whatever it is,
So-
instead of making a big thing about
Are you
it.
doing an enforcement order, or are we just gonna let it, you want to do it?
Well, I think if he can do it verbal, if we can just bring Bernier in and say, put in sonotubes or pipe or whatever you want.
Yeah,
You know, it's gonna have to be something that looks nice. We don't want something that looks lousy
yeah.
in there. Would you prefer sonotubes protruding 6 inches above grade, or
I mean, whatever he thinks.
whatever's gonna be
Because I
permanent?
remember there was something about he was gonna
Cedar
put a house on
posts.
the market or something.
Cedar post, 2 feet off the line in the uplands. 4 feet off the line, because you can't, again, you
No, I
can't be
know
working,
what you're saying.
can't be working in the wetland.
Yeah.
I would go with a cedar post or something like that.
Problem is, it's easy to cut. Why don't we bring him in and we'll jointly come up with a solution?
Yeah.
Because if the cedar post, then he has to weed whack around it, he might complain that it's more maintenance for him. All right, let's bring him in to discuss that.
98 Cold Hill,
That's Dave Collette. Again, there's been discussion from the building department that there's been some more tree cutting out there.
that's what I've been told, or you had told me that. I have not looked at it, so.
Yeah, so I'll have
We
Kathy.
needed to do an enforcement in the beginning, so.
I know, we're gonna have to go out there, so I'm gonna have Dave come in and talk to us, and we're gonna have to do a joint site visit with both of those folks. Okay, very good.
Why,
Need site visit.
Amanda, on the RDA last time for the hotel, did we ever finish that?
No, because the whole thing
Computer-
shut down
computer?
and,
I
yeah.
think that's what they're here for tonight.
Okay.
Do you think, do we have enough members to sign that?
Yes.
Well, we already approved it.
We already approved it, I know.
Yeah, we just had to
Fill
submit.
out the, right.
Yeah.
But Kev, come on up if you would, we got 8-9 minutes. I think you met with Patty Kay, didn't you, on site in the last couple of days?
Yes.
If you could just brief us on what transpired, that would be good.
Yeah, Patty was out there Friday, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And she was happy, saw Yogi's pictures and signed a little note here. Stumps are marked and all set. Right over there.
That's her handwriting.
Yeah. And that's been communicated to the building inspector. I gave you a call and said Patty had been there. I had a discussion with Patty. She's okay, so we're just looking for our determination of applicability.
Okay, you went for a -3?
Yeah.
I think that was what we had talked about.
Okay. Is it, I think Amanda already typed it, or?
No,
It's
because remember the whole thing back?
Oh, that's when the
Crashed.
machine blew up, okay, that's
Crashed,
right,
yeah.
that's right.
Do we have
Okay.
that RDA here?
Yes, it is one of these.
PCR.
I laid them all out, and I put them in order. I think his is gonna be closest, because it was something that we'd already,
Grand
Yeah.
Hotel.
That might be it.
All right.
Let's get this rolling. What do we need?
Can we have this back?
Sure.
Thanks.
Did anybody plow the driveway down there? Parking lot plow?
Yes.
Sidewalks.
No. You gonna send the selectmen a email?
They didn't work yesterday, so
Oh, that's what it was then. That little sidewalk is not
know, the
shoveled.
front walk's
Very,
not
very
either.
slippery.
we did get the cemetery plowed this morning.
Yes.
It's from Kathy.
Coyotes. Or wolves.
Coyotes.
Wolves. It's better than mountain lions.
We got them too.
Not like the guy out west.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He got it good. You're lucky that was a small one, too. It was only
40 pounder.
40 pounds or something.
Yeah. Well, we had a mountain lion on Porter Street. We got a photograph of it. It was a young one.
Oh, yes, that's the one that was in the building, yeah,
Major.
when Ducharme was building inspector, was in the office for some time.
Yeah, yeah. It's a young one. You can tell by the brown black patches on its armpits. That's how you tell the young from the old.
Where's it coming from?
Oh, they've been here quite a while.
There's not enough food for them to let. Well, I guess enough cats and dogs. That's why I never let my dog out at night
Deer.
by myself.
I'm always finding dead deer up at my farm. Yeah.
I've only seen one at a job site in this area. The old Hatch, what's the Hatch Christmas tree farm on Ferry?
Yeah.
And, what is that, Ferry and Parish Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, Randall's.
Randall's.
Randall's Christmas trees, yeah.
Henry Randall's.
That thing was,
Yeah, we had a member of conservation back in the 70s. Eddie Trumke came in one night and said, "You ought to see what I saw. I had this huge cat in my yard." And we all said, "Chivas Ringo?" No, really.
yeah.
So that's back into the mid-70s. Plus they hit one up in Belchertown.
Good.
But we haven't gotten any around here.
Not enough, I guess, for concern.
Well, they're pretty. They don't like people.
No. They're smart. They're like me.
Yeah. And that one in Colorado, he's just a little one, you know, cats are, they see movement and they,
It's playtime.
Yeah.
Eating
Yeah,
time.
the guy strangled the poor critter.
yeah, he did. He was lucky.
What did you want me to put for project description? It was just replacing old structure that burned down? Is that what we had
Yeah, this is
discussed?
a rebuild of a,
Rebuilding. No, but you're going to expand the footprint slightly. It's like 100 square foot increase in footprint.
It's shown on the plan, correct?
yeah.
That's as per plan.
Just reference the plan. Do we have the plan set?
I think I already added a plan reference. Yeah, that must be the one.
Yeah, just put,
2018.
just read it, a call out on the plan, Ed.
2018.
Actually, they don't show the build bump out.
This is the big plan.
Well, it shows the building.
Shows the build, not the bump out.
That's good, Yogi, thank you. Yeah, you can reference this, Amanda. Thanks.
Where's that?
You have an extra copy of this?
Yeah,
Do you have it?
not now, but I have it in obviously.
You do?
Can we keep this one?
I need this one. I'll tomorrow I can give it.
Could you bring it, if you bring it down to Kathy Leonard down at Town Hall,
On the
please?
tenth? Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay, please, if you would.
I'm
But
just
just
looking at
reference that.
dates. Did you want me to reference Code Tech? Is
Yeah,
that-
sure.
Okay.
Building plans shown by Computech.
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow now, tomorrow night, a snowstorm.
Snow, rain, sleet, whatever. Every time I hear it, it changes.
I thought this was gonna be a mild winter.
Yeah,
It's
well,
it's becoming less mild.
These
as
plans
time
filed
goes
with the
on.
building inspector?
Yeah.
Reference filed with building inspector.
Sorry, I already
What's-
got the date,
18.
6/4/14/18.
Is Mr. Lottie here?
how's it
No.
going?
And also, minimum.
-3, I think I'm all set with that.
Is that it?
I don't think so.
You heard any more about the arrangements for
Did we need to
Jeffrey?
put anything else? in after
Saturday,
the
beers and
3?
story, 2 to 4.
Erosion control, limited
Per ed.
removal of stumps as directed by commission. Erosion control. Limited stump removal.
2 to 4.
Or stump removal
Beers and story.
as directed by,
I think there's a flat family plot.
as directed by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what parents were
Mausoleum? Like, you don't know.
It's Saturday,
Yeah,
2 to 4.
4 down at Sahara.
Beers and story.
Did you see something online or?
I talked to Linda this
You
morning,
did. She doing all right?
best you
Yeah.
can.
Well, it's been a long time coming. Oh,
Yeah, it's sad.
yeah.
Never easy. Never easy. Should be all set. Discussion, makes any decisions.
Well, I've saved it over and over again, so I won't lose it this time.
Yeah, that's good. You save it as his own, RDA
Yes.
number. We should be doing that. That way we can.
Well, I just saved it as something
Yeah.
quickly, but like, last time I didn't auto save, so when it crashed, it was gone.
He doesn't do an house in here in 5 minutes, no.
No, I have 3,
No, I,
and I haven't figured out how to set that up.
I'm just not giving you the, plugged in. There it goes.
All right.
So take that document, Kev, show it to Greg Briggs.
That's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, yep. An interesting question. What's the minimum acceptable width?
So you should check that I spelled his name correct, because it was misspelled it here. On the
Looks correct to me.
page. Just his first, or,
Yeah.
yeah, his first name.
Yeah,
But- Well, it's not, correct?
yeah, I know.
Well, there's an R. It shouldn't be there. From what I remember, so I just wanted to double check.
That goes to Amanda. Now, is that a phone call or text, or you can't know that? I'm trying to distinguish.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is ours, our in-house copy.
I don't know what the total went up. So that's done. At 7:30?
7:36.
All right, let's go to our 7:30 appointments.
Appointments and public hearings.
Yes, sir.
7:30 continuation notice.
Okay, Yogi, all the best.
Notice of intent, continuation of notice of intent filed by CPV Red Rock Solar LLC applicant JNL Properties LLC, owner for a proposed installation of a 4.4 megawatt ground-mounted solar photovoltaic system with regards to property located at 11 Lion Street, known as map 17A 39, 17A 40, and 17A 4B 1.1 in the town of Granby. Is there anybody here for CPVA Red Rock Solar? Come on up.
Brianna,
please.
come on up. Hello,
You want me-
thanks for making yourself available in light of our weather issue last week. Brianna and I have been in communications by telephone, and we're in the peer review selection process. I've made some phone calls, I've come up with a candidate. We'd like to retain Berkshire Engineering to do the peer review for the Granby portion only of the project. And have you escrowed money into a 4453G account?
No, you had originally indicated just send $5,000 to the town.
Yep, okay.
But that we couldn't cut a check without more information.
Okay, okay.
Scope now?
Yes, in the budget's 3,800, so the 5,000 I think would be appropriate to allow for any contingencies.
Okay, it's always difficult for us to cut checks for something more than 38, so if you've got something that says 38 on it, that will probably be easier, and then we can certainly...
You can refresh it? Okay, we can do that, that's fine, that'll be fine.
So just, we have no new information to present to the commission, have been waiting on peer review. Certainly one of the things that I've been discussing with Bill, and I wasn't aware if the rest of the commission was aware of this, was our status in Ludlow. That commission hired GCA. Based on our discussion at the initial meeting, we anticipated that Granby would be hiring GCA as well, just for some efficiencies, and also, you know, we may now be in a situation where we've got two conflicting peer reviewers, and certainly while we understand your jurisdiction does not cross the municipal boundary, these resource areas do. GZA has completed their review in Ludlow. We've responded to their comments and to DEP's comments. We anticipate that we're getting an order of conditions tomorrow, so that process has completed. And I can forward Granby their letter for your files. If you recall, Mark Stinson issued comments to Granby and Ludlow that were virtually identical. I don't know if you guys have seen the Ludlow letter, but it was the exact same letter. And we want to note that GZA did not, they reviewed our full delineation, they did not raise the same concerns that DEP did about resource areas out at the site. So I'm not sure how far along you are with Berkshire Design, or Rob, if you wanted to add anything, or Jim the landowner is here as well, but we are definitely have some concerns about time and just want to keep moving.
Okay, we appreciate that.
That's pretty much.
Okay, no, that's fine, well said. Again, if you could have that, those monies sent to the town treasurer ASAP, we can assure Michael that his firm will get paid for services.
So I guess as a landowner, I just have a question as to why they went with somebody that's different on the scope of the same project.
I think it's our policy to go with what we believe are independent firms that will work on behalf of the commission. Again,
Has the commission used GZA before?
I don't think we have actually, because Casey, we had an individual with our commission that actually worked for her. So we have not used GZA in recent memory. They have presented other projects before the commission as applicants, but not as peer reviewers.
Just from a logical perspective, it seems complicated to bring somebody else in there to add.
Well, I think we're working on behalf of the townspeople, Jim, and I think it'd be best served to have an independent party look out on behalf of the environment, on behalf of the town of Granby.
And have they given you a time frame?
They'll get to it. Again, soon as they have assurance that they'll be paid for their services, they'll get right to it.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. Of course. I think what we're gonna do, our first thing, we're gonna do a site visit with Berkshire, and at that time, we'll also be doing your gravel pit inspection too, Jim. So I'd like to get this done in the next couple of weeks, weather permitting, of course.
So you can, is Berkshire Design also reviewing the delineation?
Yes, and stormwater. Yes, yes.
So if you want to keep communicating with me, Bill and Mike, that's fine. And we'll, as soon as you guys want to get out there, we will.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Is there an issue, has Granby adopted the Mullins rule? Are we going to have an issue with quorum at the end of this?
That's an interesting question, isn't it? Because we have, for our original hearing, when we opened the hearing, who was present?
The other woman who's...
Patty.
But if
I've got to recuse myself on this because Mr. Naraki, I don't know if you want me to leave.
Yeah, no, right now, Ed, I
We're
think,
not really
we're not
talking
making a
about
decision.
decision.
But that's an interesting point, because when we have a 5-person commission, the fact that we have 3 people present and the same 3 people are not present at every hearing becomes a potential issue.
Is this a hearing? It's a continuation.
This is a continuation,
Yeah, we're definitely continuing, I just don't,
You're not presenting anything new.
right? But we need Patty at the next substantive meeting, myself, Amanda, and of course Ed's recused, so those would be the 3 parties of record.
so.
But I agree, Brioni, that becomes a problem. And as you know, in western Massachusetts, it's probably more of a problem than in eastern Mass, where the participation might be a little more enhanced, let's just put it that way.
And chair of your neighbor conservation commission, so face this issue.
Yeah, oh, of course.
So we probably won't accomplish anything by your February 26th meeting, so.
Okay.
Do you know when, do you have March dates set?
We do. Oh, so you guys have the same problem on your commission?
And 26th.
We're at, yeah, we have 5 people right now.
Really?
12 and 26.
Yeah, we had 7.
The
We
second
bumped
and
down
fourth
from
Thursday.
7 to 5.
Tuesday of every month.
Actually, I was wondering, do you know any commissions with 3 members? Cheshire, Mass? And it's probably the select board, is it not?
We actually have a commission right now.
Oh, okay. Because I know a lot, I think Granville has 3, but it's the select board. A lot of, way out in Berkshire County, there's a bunch of commissions with, I think, just the select people being the commissioner.
Wales used to be that way too.
Wales had 3?
That was a number of years ago. I hope it's
Yeah,
grown.
okay.
If I resign, would that help?
Well, not
Well, I might
necessarily.
become the administrative
That's, yeah, see,
person
yeah.
instead, so.
Well, I think it helps in that respect, but in terms of making quorum,
Yeah, that was what I-
we really need to pick up a couple of members, that's
Yeah.
indeed. And of course, Ms. Luff isn't here, her husband just passed away yesterday, so that's another issue in itself. But to answer your question, Brioni, the 12th and 26th of March, so would you folks like to come in on the 12th? And hopefully we'll have Berkshire out there by then and have something to talk about, okay? So with your permission, may we continue till the 12th?
Yes.
Okay.
What is do you need something official in terms of assurance to let me know we'll?
Yeah, I think we need a physical check cut to the town of Granby on a 4453G account on behalf of Red Rock Solar.
Do you have a copy, or can you forward us a copy of the Berkshire design?
Yeah, take that if you'd like, because I have electronic copies.
And I send it
Yeah.
to Kathy?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And also write down Stephen Nally, Nally. He's our treasurer, and he'll be the one physically depositing the check. Okay, folks? Sorry for the delay. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, folks. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, excuse me.
Brioni, you going to MACC?
No,
You're not going? Boo-hoo.
stopped.
How many years in a row did you go?
I've maybe been once.
Really?
Yeah, I do this as my day job too.
I know, no, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. Okay, thank you again. Okay. Okay, next one.
Continuation of an RBA filed by the Department of Conservation and Recreation to see whether the work depicted on plans referenced is subject to the Wetlands Protection Act with regards to property located on Green Meadow Lane in the town of Granby.
Anyone from DCR here? Any DCR people? No? Okay, next one.
Continue that meeting, please, till the 26th.
I don't think we've heard from them since last spring.
I think you're right.
No, we haven't.
Take them
The
off
RDA has
until
been
they-
filed.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I could reach out and see.
We have to reach out and, I mean, we're doing a curse.
Yeah, I forget who do you have the contact person?
I don't, but it's gonna be in one of these.
Okay, if you
Yeah,
I
could,
know it's out here.
if you
Well, they
could.
formally asked for continuation and they never came back, so
Yeah.
technically it's still outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
continuation of an RDA filed by Eversource Energy, line 354, structure replacement project, to see whether the work depicted on plans reference is subject to the Wetlands Protection Act with regards to property located right away north of Carver Street in the town of Granby.
Come on up. Good to see you. Very good. Sure, of course.
Debbie Coach Power, I'm with
Okay.
Eversource Energy.
And we'll alert the commission. I met with Josh, of course, last Saturday, and Amanda, sorry about the mix-up. I think we had a technical mix-up because I have an ancient telephone and everyone else is a high-tech phone, but I still have a flip phone, so the timing was off. But needless to say, Josh and I, we drove and did a lot of walking with his dog as well, up and down the power lines, and we saw the extent of the project. Very, very hilly terrain. It's actually in the beautiful vista up there. I was impressed with the site. I think there is one little stream crossing that you folks are going to be putting in swamp mats as a temporary measure.
Correct.
Okay,
And
so-
I believe the comment was to have a call out noting that the mats are going to be removed because the commission does not want, accidentally or
Right,
intentionally
right,
leaving
right,
that mat.
right.
Leaving those mats. So as you drove in from Carver Street, there, we have a network of road that has supported the past projects. We're just going to, we are requesting a negative determination to allow construction of some additional roadway and work pad locations to replace the remaining wood structures we have on our system. So taking a step back, 354 line is actually a bulk power line. It's bringing in 345 kV. So all over Eversource's service territory, including in Connecticut and New Hampshire, we are going away from all wood. Because these structures are antiquated to the 1960s and are way past their design life. So we're going away from all of our wood structures to a steel equivalent. Because it is a bulk power line, we are also doing more and more of our work live line. So the line is actually energized when the pole is being replaced, which requires a little bit bigger footprint than a traditional outage-based replacement. So what you have in front of you in the plans is the absolute worst case scenario for what we need for construction. More likely, our work pads are going to end up being a smaller dimension than what's currently shown. Our current alignment is about 125 by 100 square feet, and the minimum they need is a 75 by 100. So there is a chance that we are going to end up net reducing our overall impact in the buffer zone than what we are currently showing on the plans. I don't know if you went all the way up to the last structure.
We did not. We went almost to the last structure.
Okay.
I was running out of gas at that point.
Well, there is a historic road that is good for maybe if you have a UTV to drive through the right-of-way, but it cannot really support the equipment that we need to do the replacement work. So it's really reclaiming the old road and upgrading that with a gravel.
A lot of that road had been washed out. A lot of the aggregate was washed out of that road, I see.
Yeah, so they're all
So
gonna get
they
fixed.
need to be refreshed, yeah, absolutely, yes.
So I mean, you can
I
certainly
noticed
put that as
Oh,
a
yeah.
condition
Yeah.
of the determination that
Okay,
any
so you're looking for a -2?
-3.
Oh, you're looking for a -3,
So we
okay.
are, so if you look at the last section.
Do you have that document? Do we have
Yeah,
that
so if you look
document?
at the same document, Chairman,
Yeah.
it is, if you look at the conclusion, we are seeking a negative determination 3. We're not seeking a verification of wetland boundaries.
No.
We have no
Right,
impacts
right.
to the resource area. It's just buffer zone work.
And I see whether the work depicted on plans referenced below is subject to the Wetlands Protection Act. That's our request. And
So I think you're
Any-
looking at the form that we filed,
Yeah, you-
UP Form 1. The reference to what we are seeking for a negative determination is identified in,
Oh, well, she has the color one, we have the black and white one.
Oh, okay. Eversource is seeking a negative determination, category 3, finding that the work described in the request is within buffer zone as defined in the regulations. but will not alter an area subject to protection under the Act. Therefore, said work does not require the following notice of intent.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that true, Bill? You were at site.
Yeah, the two would be if any of the, then you get into this, if any of the alteration or impact is in a jurisdictional wetland zone, we could still issue it under a -2. But if it's totally within buffer, it would certainly qualify for -3.
Correct, so it's all within
Yeah,
buffer
yeah,
zone.
yeah.
The one thing I will note is that, you know, if you have concerns about road washouts in the
Yeah,
resource
yeah.
area,
The-
you have-
The only argument would be if you're putting swamp mats in the intermittent stream, then technically the intermittent stream is a resource area.
Right, so we are not, so swamp mats is like a tricky thing for us.
Right,
So we have
right.
authorization to place swamp mats in resource areas under a administrative consent order that we have with Mass DEP. That is it's a programmatic permit to cover a couple of work.
I know you have an exemption, you have a utility exemption.
So the exemption would not apply for this temporary swamp mats. That's what the ACO helps us do.
I see, okay, all right, so you entered into a consent order
Yeah,
with them?
because we use
Okay.
swamp mats throughout.
Right,
the
of
entire
course,
system.
of course, of
The one
course.
thing I will say, in intermittent or perennial stream, we are not authorized to place any temporary or permanent fill below ordinary high water. So
Right.
it's stream crossing that you noted,
Right.
it's actually going to be spanned. So
Right.
if you look at the road, it's going to be used as an abutment. And
Oh,
clear
oh,
span.
you are gonna clear span?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So though-
okay,
We can clear span up to
Okay.
40 feet
okay.
of.
Oh, I didn't
any
realize
resource
that, I
area.
didn't realize that, okay.
So we would actually clear span, and that's what we've historically
All right,
done.
all right.
We've never needed to fill that stream, because anytime we come back, we know we are going to use swamp mats just.
All right, so we can write that into the RDA then, that swamp mats shall clear span any waterway?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay, that'll work.
And again, we will be submitting a ACO notification to Mass DEP, again reiterating what we just discussed.
Okay.
We will get our authorization for swamp mats from Mass DEP.
Fair enough.
Can we get a copy of those things too? Just so I can see all of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's interesting to me. I haven't heard of that before.
You had a permit before us a couple of years ago, didn't
Yeah.
you? Did you give us the consent order language? Didn't we have a copy of that from last time?
You probably did. So the consent order has not really changed.
Yeah, if you could forward that to me
Yeah,
personally,
that should
that would
be
be
easy
great.
enough.
Again, that's actually real good information to have.
I believe, like,
Thank you.
I know Grid has some footprint in Granby. They also have
Yeah.
a similar consent
Yeah,
order with
yeah,
Mass DEP
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I don't have a problem then, particularly if they're gonna clear span the stream. They're clearly out of the resource area. But again, I think that should be duly noted in the text of the Form 2.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I know you mentioned the washouts
Mm-hmm.
on the access road. So we are going to be filing a construction general permit for this project, which is under the EPA jurisdiction, but that will require us to provide monitoring reports
Right.
once a week.
Because you're disturbing over 1 acre, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
if you, so keep in mind that there's other
Yeah.
work also happening
Yes,
outside
yes,
the
yes,
resource
yes,
areas.
yes, yes.
So cumulatively, we are tripping over 1 acre.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not, it's cumulatively in each community, not just each project?
So
I just did a search for it.
That's
for
interesting.
right-of-ways, it's a little bit tricky because
Yeah.
our entire project spans multiple municipalities. And
yeah.
because it's a federal authorization,
Yeah.
we look at it for the entire.
Right, right.
System.
I gotcha, okay.
But if, there could be 1 or 2 projects where I'm only replacing
Okay.
2 structures, in which
Okay.
case we'll only take those 2 into
Okay.
account.
Now, do you have a technical person that does review after storm events and daily monitoring?
So, yeah, so we are required to do
That's the
the
date.
construction observations
Right,
until the ground stabilization has reached 70% or greater, or after every storm event, a 1/4 inch or more.
okay. Amanda, I'm going to defer to you because she works for,
Sorry, I was listening
she
to
works for
something
Columbia
else.
Gas and does the same
Yeah, I
thing.
do
So
that.
just coordinate
Whatever
that,
you
coordinate that you guys are doing the right thing, just
Right,
coordinate
so
that.
similar to what probably Columbia does, is, so we have the EPA construction general permit, so during construction, active construction, we're doing compliance inspection once a week.
Yeah.
And after every storm event, a 1/4 inch or more, and once construction has subsided, it goes down to monthly until we reach 70% or
Stabilization.
greater stabilization.
Yeah. What, how are the roads gonna be stabilized after? Like, what is the, I guess, if it's just gonna be a dirt road, isn't there still always gonna be a chance of washout?
So it's going to be a gravel road, it's not going to be exposed dirt
Okay.
any longer. So during the construction of the road,
Things are gonna be-
we are going to, so we have, Eversource has a best management practice manual that I'd be happy to send you a copy of. I believe there was probably a CD included with this package. It's a over 200-page document with
Okay.
a slew of BMPs that we have incorporated in the past. So our vendors are required to honor the BMPs where one is required. So water bars, diversion swales, plunge pools, just generally grading sites away from wetland areas. Those are typical BMPs we will incorporate.
Okay. Do you anticipate needing any of those things on this particular project? Because
so
could you put them on the main plan, just so everyone, like the project leader, sees it on the general?
Right,
map?
so we don't specify ENS measures because it's somewhat means and methods of each contractor. What I think is a appropriate BMP may not be what the
For that,
contractor had in mind or may have a better solution. What I can do is I can send you a couple of inspection reports that we have during the construction of the road, which will give you an idea of what BMPs we have incorporated.
Yeah.
And if you want to do that as a condition of the DOA, we'd be happy to provide you with a couple of copies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the concise
Just
explanation.
that email was sent December 6th from Kathy, RDA, Granby 354 line, Wamiko,
Could you
PDF.
just forward it to me?
I could try, yeah.
Okay.
Is that the consent order
I don't think so, it's just
It's
your application.
It's a bunch of
from last year?
Yes,
Or the year
for this
before?
RDA, yes, this one.
So that
December.
was probably a different RDA. We have had a couple of, oh, you mean this December?
Yes.
Last,
Last
December
month.
18th.
A month and a half ago, a month and a half ago.
yes,
I
sorry.
understand.
What is it?
It should be Amanda AM. It'll be really long. Amanda.rose. Yep, that's the one.
But if you could send me a copy of that consent order,
Yeah,
that would be
absolutely.
wonderful. Thank you. Very good.
Okay. She wants the application.
So one of the things that you mentioned about the roads is,
Yeah, that's it.
it's not that visible in here so much, but this is kind of where Pat is going to end up located. So we might have a terrain that is, sloped at this point. We will be grading and stabilizing that area to create a
Of course.
platform.
Because you're going to have to use large cranes, I suspect, to do this work.
Yes, so if
Yeah.
you look at the picture on
Yeah.
the bridge preceding that,
Yeah.
video file, that is kind of what a lifeline pad looks like.
Oh, I see. Okay, wow.
So essentially
Wow,
what this is
okay.
doing, so you understand what.
Yeah,
So this is the structure, the
yeah,
road structure.
yeah.
And the line is energized, so that means
Right,
the
right,
45
of course,
kV is
yeah,
active.
yes.
So they're gonna bring in these robotic arms,
Wow.
grab the line and basically pull it apart from the old structure.
Wow.
And then they isolate that space, do the structure placement.
Yeah.
But throughout the entire duration, these two cranes, these robotic arms are sitting on the site. And we have a minimum approach distances from our equipment
Right,
as well as our
right.
lines. We have to honor that, and while these two are in place, we're gonna have to drill for the new foundations.
Yeah, that's what Josh and I were talking, are you using drilled shafts? What's the foundation going to be?
So this is a direct bury line, so they're just gonna bring in either a vibratory
Oh, they
drill
are.
or
Oh,
an
they are.
excavator,
Oh, they are.
and then put in a caisson.
How deep? Do you know?
So the last one that we looked at, that was in Pittsfield, I think it went down like 28 feet.
Okay, all right. So fairly deep drilled shafts then.
Right.
Okay.
And then I
okay.
think the last, I wanna say, 2, maybe 3 feet is actually exposed in the caisson, so you can actually visibly see it from the
Right, of
field.
course.
And then they backfill that with 3
Right.
inch minus.
Right, yep,
And then the
yep.
structure, and then
Yep.
the tension of the line also holds the structure
Hmm.
in place. And then, you basically decommission everything and move to the next site.
So we have a motion to,
Yeah, I move to grant this a -3, subject to the conditions we had discussed that Amanda will craft on the document.
Okay. Second. A second?
Yeah, all in favor? Aye. Okay, and we'll,
Should I have someone pick it up?
mail it, or?
yeah, it's probably gonna be, it'd take a little too, yeah, we probably don't have time to do it instantaneously. What we could do is print out the last page, sign it, and then you could electronically collate it, couldn't you? Well, that'd be a pain in the neck. Then you'd have to scan it and bring it back into a PDF.
I have a scanner,
Do you?
yeah.
How do you
I
wanna do
was
that?
gonna donate it to the commissioner, I almost brought it tonight.
Would it be okay if you have an unsigned copy until next week?
I'm actually honoring the 10-day of appeal anyways.
Okay,
so
all right,
if you
all right.
have, well,
Okay.
I don't think your next hearing is within 10 days, but
Actually, we're meeting, because we're supposed to have met last week, and we
Oh, it's
pushed it, yes,
also-
yeah. So we're meeting next Tuesday.
yeah, I mean, if you are going to sign it next
Why don't we do
Tuesday,
that? That would be great.
I can either pick it up or.
Okay,
someone-
or we'll send an associate or
Yeah,
something to pick it
someone
up.
to
That would
pick
be
it up.
great, that would be great. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
sounds good, thank
Thank you
you.
so very much.
All right, all the best. Just one thing, next time they do work, if they could send us a color copy rather than a black and white copy, it's a lot easier to visualize.
Yep.
That'll be good, thank you. Yeah, oh, you do? Yeah, again, I got a flip phone, so I'm instead.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, thank you very much.
You need
But it's
this?
nice to have a hard copy in color.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, who's next? Mike Peel.
Continuation, 7:45, continuation notice of intent filed by Mike Peel, PC Development LLC, for proposed construction of a residential subdivision and associated stormwater management structures. The roadway will require a wetland fill and open channel crossing with regards to property located on Carver Street and known as map 16B, 15.4 and 16 in the town of Granby. Is there anybody here for Mr. Mike Peel? Make a motion to continue to the next meeting,
So moved.
same time.
Yeah.
Continue on.
You guys must both be solar farms.
Same one.
Okay, same one, okay. Your next stamp or you,
Sam, South Street.
okay, yeah, come on up then. Because I think you had some revisions on your plan set. Do you have another, a plan that we could physically have?
Yeah, last time we left off,
Yeah.
you wanted some time to look at the,
Yeah,
and requested some additional PDFs.
Yeah.
We sent those.
okay. Yeah, if we could just, if you could bring that chalkboard up here, we'll just look
What
at
are
it.
we on, next up, South Street?
Yeah, this is Dickinson.
Oh, okay.
Now, did you, I'm just looking at the motivation, did you reduce your DC power of the project?
No, we,
I'm just wondering why you opt to go from fixed to a tracker system.
so we went to a tracker system on the southern array to boost efficiency.
Okay, so you deleted panels and boosted efficiency?
No, we kept the AC capacity the same.
Oh, you did, okay. Okay, because I heard some rumor the state was limiting these commercial scales to 5 megawatts, is that true?
Yes, 5 megawatts AC.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So this would fall under that.
Okay. And your DC is probably, what, 10% more than that or so typically?
Yeah, well,
Depends on your
there's the
efficiency,
storage for
yeah.
the project
Yeah.
as well, so the storage allows us to
Oh,
overbuild on the DC side.
oh, I see what you're doing then. Oh, I see. So you're, oh, so that's why some of these people are using, all right, that's another issue in itself. Are you incorporating any storage on this project?
Storage storage.
What's your battery chemistry?
It's lithium ion.
Have you gone through the, you know, that Ed's a fireman. What do you think of lithium ion batteries, Ed?
As long as we're
As long as they
not
don't blow up,
discharging,
yeah.
We've had one the other day, somebody had solar panels and batteries were overcharging and hydrogen gas in the house. So, but anyways.
So I think where we left off last time is that, that's right, work had been pulled out of the buffer zone.
Yeah, I realize that.
Stuff
Yeah,
shifted.
Yeah,
So there was a reduction in buffer zone work, so
Right,
it was
right.
really just a plan change.
yeah. Right, and I think we,
Since that time, last week, the planning board approved the modification. And so it was just really, you guys wanted some time to look it over and
right,
digest it.
right.
so.
Look, I remember we had some discussion about the number of trees that were to be cut on Morgan Street and the access way.
That
Is
should
has that all
change.
been resolved?
I don't think that's changed.
Okay,
And they've added plantings along this.
okay.
I don't know if that's on this
I'm
plan.
sorry, what was your name again? I didn't-
Brian Waterman, I'm the wetland specialist from WPA.
Oh, okay,
Chris
okay.
Clark from
Okay,
Exeter.
okay, very good.
But one of the,
Through that plantings.
yeah, they're outside the resource
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
but it's
okay,
really-
all right,
It was a
okay, okay.
comment that the
And
planning
so
board.
this, so this is your staging area here? Correct. Okay, and is that going to be planted over at the end of the project? Or is that going to remain as a paved or a T&G paved area? Is it shown in the plan set that it's going to be seeded over? Yeah, we just want to make sure that that's called out, so we don't end up with an issue later on.
The extra plantings. So yeah, that work that was up here in the buffer zone, that's all pulled out.
Okay. Okay, so temporary
temporary
laid, okay, so, all right, so by that.
The only corner that's in the riverfront is that, which is.
Yeah, that's right, yep.
That was in that area that's currently
I
mowed.
I remember that, yeah, okay,
Yep.
that's fine, I think that's no problem then, okay. Now, where's your battery system gonna be located?
We'll be on the northern, outside the buffer zone, next to the inverters.
And how far from the nearest dwelling unit? Quite a ways, I would guess,
Way
huh?
under East Street.
That's the Ponderosa, the Ponderosa's here. So that's, where's the scale? Oh, shit, 600,000 feet's like that, so.
Oh, yeah, it's-
So, all right,
it's a
okay,
long way.
so if the thing blows up, no one's gonna be harmed by that, all right.
It's all, buffer zone stuff, there's no resource area, there's no planning, is that correct?
Yeah, we already there.
That's fine, that's fine.
No, there's no alteration, we're following the same
Yeah,
paths.
yeah.
No, we did an ANRAD for the resource areas.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, this actually work has been moved out of the buffer zone, part of the work here
Yeah.
has been moved out.
Yeah, all right.
We don't need to modify it.
I think we just have to duly note in the minutes that we've approved the modification, but we should reference the new plan then on the plan set.
Yeah, which,
So this has been approved by the planning board
yes, last week.
last week, the same plan
Yep.
set. So,
Same plan set. And that's the one you would have in the PDF,
Yeah.
okay.
so. Do you want me to leave you this?
Yeah, if you would, that would be wonderful if you could. Thank you.
Do you want just that?
Yeah,
overall?
the whole thing would be good.
Let me see what else is in there.
Yeah.
Can't even remember at this point.
I know we're all, like you said, everyone works on so many projects.
I think I gave you the overall and then the 40 scales and then.
Yeah, that would be good, that would be perfect, thank you so much.
And what this one did is the yellow was the old
Yep,
layout.
yep.
And then the red is.
Yeah, okay, with the trackers,
I
okay.
can roll those up for you if
Yeah.
you want. If you have rubber band.
Yeah, you got an elastic or something, Amanda? See, everybody's going into energy storage now, that's gonna be the next big thing.
Why is that?
Well, because the peak usage does not coincide with the peak production, that's the problem. Okay, folks, well, good luck with your project. And I guess you beat the Granby moratorium, so.
Is there a vote here?
No, there's.
No, you don't need it, you're all set, you're all set.
Public hearing because
Yeah, it was just a minor modification.
We just wanted to make sure that there's no
Yeah.
increase in the activity in the resource
Yeah.
area or buffer zone, which you've pulled it back, which is good.
So that will be reflected in the minutes?
Correct.
That's what
So
we
it's-
adjusted. Okay, good luck with your project.
Thanks very much.
All right.
Good night.
Night.
You know how much the town of Granby's getting out of this project?
Okay, discussion, solar farm, West Street, C. Dwyer. Mr. Dwyer,
Not here.
is this,
This was Next Amp. This
Oh,
was Next
is
Amp.
that-
This South Street Solar is called Next Amp.
okay.
That's the developer, Next Amp.
Do they want to put back on the next agenda?
No, they're good.
They're done.
They're
They're done.
yeah, they're
Done. Put
Why is
down,
it
done.
on? Okay.
Just put
We
approved,
tweaked it, we're
done,
gonna put it in the
done.
minutes and-
Got a solar site designer to come in, discussion with regards to an enforcement order we sent out for Westover, Metropolitan, and the solar farm was at, what do you call that place?
Kearsarge Solar.
I don't see anybody here right now.
Mr. Lottie, come on up if you would, please.
Well,
Mr.
you
Lottie?
are-
This is Manny Marks.
So, I received a phone call a few weeks ago from Mike Lottie, who said that he would come into the next meeting, so I don't know if you tried to come into the other meeting, I think you called him. and-
I think what happened is I called Ted Hanna
Right.
at WMDC. Ted assured me he'd immediately call Lottie and have him come tonight, and I don't see him in the room.
Okay, so we'll put another word out to
Yeah. Mr. Hanna for next week. Or do you have Lottie's phone number? Do you have his
I do
email?
not.
You don't have any of his contact info?
He called me, but it was a while back.
Yeah,
maybe
I'll
about a month or so.
I'll call Hannah again and have him come in. Can you guys come in next week, Kev?
If we don't
Manny?
have a problem with it, come back next week.
Okay, sorry about that.
So my understanding is they're gonna come back with a solution, a correction.
Yeah, your enforcement order cites the 12th.
The 12th of March, they're supposed to have and they're supposed to do an NOI and restore the affected site.
Now, whether or not he comes into the next meeting with a solution or not, or a discussion, I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it at that point.
If we don't do nothing, the trees I planting, they're all going down.
Well, see, he's got, yeah, that's right, he has fruit trees that are subject to inundation by water.
Now it's even the water, they waste the right way about 2 feet, even the
Really?
water from the hole going my land, they don't go.
Kev, that 8 or 12-inch pipe they put in, is it frozen solid? Is like a block of ice there now?
I haven't been out there this week.
All right.
So only the thing we can do in there is open the branch between my land and this land, all the way down to about 20, 30 feet from a hose, and then put the pipe across for a road.
Let's wait till we get,
He's gonna open it up. It says right here, here's the order, 2 things. Resource area alterations resulting from said activity, said is the previous solar project, shall be corrected and resource areas returned to their original condition. And 2, a restoration plan shall be filed with the issuing authority, namely the commission, on or before the 12th of March this year. So,
you want to put another call into Westover Metropolitan?
I will,
If I'm gonna hear?
I'll do that. I'll do that. So let's just make sure that this stays,
In the event, I know they've
keep that handy for next meeting, Amanda. if
They've
you
reached
would.
out to us, at least, in good faith, to work with us on this, or get this problem resolved. In the event they don't, or they stop working in good faith, Bill, what's our next?
Well, you gotta go to DEP and
Let them handle
let Dave Cameron and Fowles handle it, yeah.
Okay.
And I think they'd rather deal with us than Fowles, don't you think?
I would think.
Yeah. But again, once the growing season starts in April, if your trees are underwater, they're not gonna survive. Right now, the ground's frozen, they'll probably be okay.
A few ones already
But
died.
you gotta get this resolved in the next few weeks, or you're gonna lose your trees.
Some ones already died.
All right.
But few more is already died too.
Okay,
It's
okay.
completely
All
soaking
right.
water.
Listen, I'll call Hannah tomorrow again and invite Lottie in next Tuesday. That's all we can do. All right?
26th.
Thanks. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Cheerio to Fox.
Yep, cheerio, as they say. I move we adjourn.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.